Russian President Vladimir Putin has transferred two sacred religious icons from state-run museums to the Russian Orthodox Church, a move that has been viewed as pandering to his conservative domestic base. The icons, the 15th-century Trinity by Andrei Rublev and an elaborate silver shrine to Alexander Nevsky, are highly revered among the faithful and are believed to possess divine power. The decision to transfer the icons was announced by the Office of Patriarch Kirill of Moscow and or Russia, a longtime ally of Putin. The move was presented as a response to the requests of Orthodox believers and aims to make the religious artworks more accessible to the public. The Trinity icon will be displayed at a cathedral in Moscow for a year before being installed at the Trinity Cathedral of the Holy Trinity Slavra. While the Church and the Kremlin argue that the transfers are an expression of religious piety, analysts and insiders see a connection to the growing pressure on Putin's regime following the Russian military invasion of Ukraine. With Ukraine preparing for a counteroffensive, Putin is eager to demonstrate that he retains control of his government. By aligning himself with the Orthodox Church and transferring the sacred icons, he seeks to secure the loyalty of Orthodox believers who may be called upon to support his actions in Ukraine or to stabilize his regime. Putin has long projected an image of religious tolerance and has sought to align himself with the Orthodox Church. After the collapse of the Soviet Union, religious observation re-emerged in Russia, and Putin positioned himself as a defender of religion. However, his ties to the Church have been a subject of protest and criticism, particularly due to the Church's collusion with his regime. The decision to transfer the icons has raised concerns about their preservation. The Trinity icon, in particular, is fragile and has undergone restoration in the past. Some argue that the icons should be returned to their historic locations, regardless of the monastery's ability to care for their long-term preservation. Critics question Putin's true motivations behind the transfer and believe it is a strategic move to strengthen his grip on power. They argue that Putin, a former KGB officer, is primarily concerned with preserving his control and leveraging the resources of the Orthodox Church to achieve his political goals. This is not the first time a Russian leader has sought to use religion to bolster support during a crisis. During World War II, Soviet Premier Joseph Stalin encouraged moderate religious expression to motivate the population amid the war's devastating casualties. Similarly, the Russian Ministry of Defense is capitalizing on the large number of young men involved in the conflict in Ukraine, irrespective of their training or preparedness. Religion continues to play a significant role in the lives of many Russians, although the numbers have slightly declined in recent years. A majority of respondents in a recent poll identified as Orthodox Christians, with a significant portion stating that religion plays an important role in their lives. The decision to transfer the icons during a political crisis has sparked speculation about its rationale. Some analysts humorously suggest that it is Putin's way of offering a bribe to God. Ultimately, the true motive behind the decision remains unclear, with Putin himself likely to disagree with any claims of strategic calculation.